Welcome back to Half-Life. I got more grenades. And I also
I was
killed
gonna
that
say.
guard.
I was just gonna say you got more grenades, and you beat me to it.
And I killed that guard.
He looks like a Covenant agent. Agent? No, he looks like a member of the Covenant.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not because this game came out like 3 years before Halo, so yeah, it makes no sense.
It's funny that you mentioned Halo because I finished streaming Halo Combat Evolved with my friend Connor just the other day, and I still got no clue what the fuck it's about.
You're killing aliens.
Granted, I've also got no clue what Half-Life is about.
You're killing aliens. Only in this case, basically, you caused the aliens to invade.
It's about a guy it's about a scientist who gets involved into an experiment gone awry, and then the entire science facility gets infiltrated by these bioterroristic creatures.
Aliens.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious that at this stage of the game, it's farther than I've gotten on my own.
And I haven't even played the first game, so I'm kind of spoiling myself on this.
Well, I mean,
and
the
I'm not
first game
blaming
doesn't
anyone
really
but
have
myself.
that much of a story. First game doesn't have that much of a story.
I mean,
oh god, nice loading transmission there.
It's a Source game.
Yeah, it's early. It's an early game, so it's
No,
early.
it's not.
Actually, it's not even Source. This is the Quake 1 engine. No, Quake 2 engine. Sorry.
Which version of the game are you playing? I'm assuming the Steam version.
Yeah, this is the original.
Was this before or after the big update came out?
Yeah. You mean you're talking about the one for Half-Life 2, right?
No, for Half-Life 1. I think it's 20th anniversary. They put or 25th anniversary. They put out like a pretty big update.
I remember that.
Prettying up the game, and they put out a whole documentary.
Oh yeah. I think this is after it. I don't remember.
Okay. Including interviews with Gabe, because of course.
Anyway, welcome to the freezer of Black Mesa.
You made it out of the frying pan and into the vents, like Among Us.
Yep. Luckily, there is no ice physics, but there is some slipping.
That's still ice physics.
It's water. It's water physics.
I mean,
so,
let's be real. It's not as bad as that one stage in the bank in Harry Potter 1 on PS1.
God, no.
Why were there ice physics in a bank?
maybe the bank's air conditioning unit just went on the fritz.
It's a magic bank. They don't rely on air conditioning.
But it's magic air conditioning.
I mean, to be fair, they probably have like some spell going on to, prevent the dragons from heating up the bank.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know that.
You never know. I've never seen a dragon in any of the Harry Potter movies.
You haven't you haven't seen
since
the fourth. You haven't seen anything past third book then.
I have. I just don't remember
The fourth one literally has the has a dragon as the main.
I saw what you were trying to do. You were trying to kill that guy. Oh,
you can actually
so
do
close.
that in Dishonored too. Squeeze people with the door.
No shit.
Yeah, you do not get any negative marks if you kill literally all the guards and all the scientists.
Yeah, and also, Dishonored is essentially just pre-Undertale.
Yeah.
Essentially, but as a first-person shooter instead of an RPG.
Well, Dishonored 2 is the one that I'm mostly referring to, because that's the one that I actually played.
I still haven't played any of the Dishonored games. I've heard phenomenal things.
Me too.
I mean, a lot of people will tell you to play the first one, which I haven't played myself, but I guess story-wise is a better one, or maybe level design. But I really liked the fluid motion you had in the second one, and I guess it's because they really did phenomenal work with the creation of the Void engine, which was, I don't think it was Arcane's doing. I think that was it tech. Maybe it was like a joint effort.
I don't think id were developing Dishonored.
They weren't developing Dishonored, but they were responsible for the Void engine. Like if you sit through the opening splash screens of Dishonored 2, it will tell you that it's powered by the Void engine. As a matter of fact, the name of the executable is Dishonored 2 using Void engine. It literally shows up like that in Task Manager.
The Void engine was created by Arcane Studios, but it is based off the core of ID Tech 6 by id Software.
Right, so
Right.
Arcane just took what id already made and tweaked it slightly.
Yeah.
You made this? I made this.
Made this? I make it better.
I mean, a lot of people will tell you that the Void engine is not necessarily better. Also, the Void engine is, if I recall correctly, only ever used by Dishonored 2, and Dishonored, they should have been a DLC, but we turned it into a full-on game because we like money. Also known as Death of the Outsider. Because for this, because for like no wait, actually I think Deathloop used the Void engine, but then Deathloop was basically what if Dishonored but different.
What if Dishonored, but also time travel?
Yeah,
Well, no,
but
It's a
for
wait,
like,
no.
really
Better
awkward
comparison.
Word story.
Better comparison. Dishonored, but Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Deathloop did use the Void engine.
Head for the surface. Elevators are out of order.
Yeah, Dishonored, but Groundhog Day.
man, I remember
Excuse
how
me.
I remember how I used to really look forward
Hey,
to
we're back
Deathloop,
here.
but I didn't pre-order it. When it came out, I heard nothing about it, and then at one point I got it for free because I got a Logitech keyboard.
I have no idea how to get into that office.
I don't think you can.
They did for you two, because there's shotgun ammo and there's also a first aid kit. I just don't know how the heck you're supposed to.
Well,
Aside
you
from
see,
just-
if you press the tilde, it will open up the command. If you type in
Shut the fuck
TCL,
Okay. You said that when I do Half-Life 2, there's actually something I do want to point out. Because there's
is
something
it one of
that
those?
Hey, it's the G-Men.
Yep. Because it's a really interesting mechanic that's part of the story too. So I'll only be saying that when later on.
All right.
I was about to suggest as like a funny thing, just V-clip through it, but then I realized this isn't Gmod. Actually,
no
no,
clip.
I already
No clip.
realized this. I already noticed this is a Gmod, so I just said it for no reason.
Yeah, I could no clip. Actually, I don't think the cheat command even works in Half-Life.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Free shotgun, by the way.
Maybe there is no clip, but I don't think it'll be like
Okay.
TCL. TCL is more the no clip for Bethesda games.
Okay, I fucking hate this part of the game.
Oh, I remember this one. I saw Connor, my friend Connor, struggle on this.
I hate
The
this.
elevator shaft?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
hate this because I hate the ladder physics of this game, and with how narrow these frickin'
These platforms.
these are. It's like, nope, that guy's.
That's a sign of. Well, that's a sign of things to come.
I mean,
I have a
okay,
feeling.
I gotta ask though, weren't these kinds of pseudo platforming moments, weren't they kind of all over like everywhere in the late 90s?
They were.
Kinda.
They
Though.
were.
Do. Kinda, but not every single FPS had some kind of pseudo 3D platforming thing in it.
Yeah. We got hostiles.
I think the earliest FPS in this era that has platforming is, I think, the
Where's
first
your
Quake
gun?
game.
Where's your gun?
He has no gun.
No,
it got
he
stolen.
has a gun. He had a gun because you see a gunshot. That was from that guard.
He
Now
had
he
a gun.
died. And now
He had a gun, and now he died. Now he can't use it anymore.
And yeah, it does make sense that it was.
Were you trying to
Quake.
Were you trying to do a Indiana Jones thing?
No,
Sliding under the emergency door
no,
thing?
no. This isn't Borderlands 3.
Were you supposed to put a crate between the lasers?
No. No, it's basically just to show off, oh, hey, now you're dealing with place turrets. Now.
Alright.
You can tell that this is
And there's
very,
also-
like...
Yeah, now I have an assault rifle from a dead army member.
Oh, yeah.
A dead soldier.
The assault rifle bit, not the dead army member bit.
Yes.
Rest in
Also,
peace
yes,
for soul.
those strap crates, those are explosive.
You could have at least... I mean, you could have just, like, made the crate red. But no, you had to add in extra detail to
I'm
make
so
it
lucky
not red.
that head crab landed right there. Because those are trip
Oh
mines.
my god.
Those are trip
Oh.
mines.
Oh god, that's deadly.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's ouch. They look
I was trying
like
to take them. I was
freaking
trying to take them. But no, you can't.
They
take
look
them
like-
when they're set up.
they look like projectors that use they look
They
like
do.
recreational projectors.
They do, and I think the look is intentional. It's just so you know, oh hey, you're dealing with trip mines now.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
to-
be honest. The light bluish tint the lasers had really did not make me think danger.
It made me think no, and for that matter, green lasers don't really incite danger either. If anything, they make me want to touch them. Because green means
Yeah.
good.
Don't cross that.
Well, I do recall the.
Real quick, for context sake, the red lasers, if you forgot, triggered the set turrets.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, there are
The
traps in
only-
this game.
The only game that I recall where you like know that green lasers are bad is in Just Cause 3, because when you got green lasers pointed at you in Just Cause 3, that's those are for RPGs, like
Just-
rocket launchers and stuff.
I just
being aimed at
Crowbarring
you.
the turret.
I mean, it's like I panicked.
You're like clang, 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 clang.
Why
Alright,
do
I
I have
love
the
the-
feeling that like 10 episodes later you're going to like hammer the fuck out of the quick save and quick load button?
I don't
Hey.
do it as much. But it's just for
but-
the more threatening parts.
But you do it often enough that it's noticeable.
Yeah. Yeah, I do
It's
it
also-
do it just I don't save scum. I don't save scum.
You
I
should-
did it for that because I didn't mean to set that move this sign and set that off.
I
No,
do
there
think
should
it's
be a
cool
wa-
that they like the lasers respond to objects being pushed through it, and not just like the player character.
Yeah, I like the consistency.
I had to keep that because god damn it, why do you put two NPCs right there?
Don't you love early Quake engine games?
Does the game
Some-
reward you for keeping
No.
keeping people alive?
No, like I said before, the game does not punish you for killing scientists and guards, and it doesn't reward you.
Okay.
It's just nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just if you want to, you can.
Run.
It's just
I would imagine
there
this
we go.
part
I
being.
just gave up.
I would imagine that part being very either a pain in the ass and also kind of tense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, imagine if they turned Half-Life into a turn-based RPG.
Then they would call it, and then they would call it Full Life.
I don't care that those guys died. I made it through. I'm safe.
It's every man. At this point, it's every man for themselves.
Yep.
Or every person for themselves. I shouldn't say man anymore. Anyway,
No,
anyway,
it's a late
anyway.
90s. It's late 90s. There
Yeah.
were only men in this game.
Yeah, there are only
men,
two
I mean,
female
sorry,
characters in this entire series.
sorry,
There
not
are
to be
only-
bold, but
Yeah, there are only 2 female characters in this entire series, and they both don't show up until 2.
Women do not
Yeah.
exist.
I have no idea what triggered the army, the military guy to start shooting me instead of the scientists. Because that's what's what's supposed to happen. He shoots the scientist dead.
You must have had mold in his brain or something.
Yeah.
Or brain or mind controlling mushrooms.
Fine. You won't even know I'm here.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, that's The Last of Us. Never mind.
wow, thanks for the spoiler, asshole. I was still supposed to watch season 1. I have it on Blu-ray.
Is it really a spoiler though?
No.
Let's be real. Is it actually a spoiler?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay. Okay, because
But yeah, this
that's
is
like
supposed to be rescue. They're supposed to be rescuing us. What the heck's going on?
that's like saying spoiler alert. Master Chief is in Halo. It's like no shit.
I have no idea what killed
know?
me. I have no idea what killed me.
Explosions?
Probably
Yeah,
a
probably
grenade.
an explosion, but I don't think that basically I was close enough.
I think it was a grenade, honestly.
Huh, maybe the guard. Maybe the
Yeah, and
guard.
what do grenades
Oh,
do?
okay.
That's right. They explode.
Explode, yeah. Some can just bounce
Woody.
around and then explode.
Okay, Woody.
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy. As soon as you said Woody, I was like,
Yep, you just went straight to that, yeah.
straight to Toy Story. Because what other Woody is there aside from
Woody Allen?
That's the
But
Anyways,
yeah,
moving on.
It's, yeah, so the military's trying to kill us. Why?
Like I said, probably they were infected by like mind controlling mushrooms, aka mold.
A lot of barnacles.
And one of its tongue was just glitching out on the bridge.
No, I think it probably was just like breathing or something.
So, what's up with the gun reticle changing,
Auto aim.
auto aim?
Yeah,
Was that
auto-aim.
was that a thing in the original version, or did the
I
Steam
have no
version
idea.
add
I
that?
have no idea.
I think it's the Steam version that has it, and the original doesn't have auto aim on it. You have to aim it yourself.
Yeah.
Which I honestly prefer, even in single player FPSs.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I mean,
Unless
it, it depends. If I'm playing with keyboard and mouse, I want all the assistant backing the fuck off.
I'm gonna say
on a con-
unless it's
But on
unless
a
it's a
controller,
controller.
I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
I was about to say, unless it's a controller, then it's possible. Then you're allowed to have auto aim, in some capacity.
Well, I mean, I guess you're always allowed to have auto aim, as long as it doesn't give you like a
Tactical advantage, yeah.
advantage
This-
over other players.
Yeah.
Just as long as just as long as you don't get banned for using it,
Yeah.
then it's good.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a Marine caught by that article.
Did the
Oh.
auto aim get introduced in the PS2 version?
I don't know.
Don't
I've
know.
never really played. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, there he is.
Yep, there's the ring caught by the barnacle. Trying to do it again.
Because yeah, I do recall the
Nope.
PS2
That guy was
version
way too
being
smart.
like.
That guy was way too smart.
Wait a minute.
I-
This is the. Never mind.
I recall the
That-
PS2 version of Half-Life being really impressive and also receiving a quite interesting facelift. Some graphics being completely changed.
Yeah. I've never really played the PS2 version, so I don't have any say on it.
I don't own the PS2 version of
How
Half-Life
long
though.
were the Marines here that they were able to set up barracks in these areas?
Days probably, and they had to deal with the barnacles on the ceiling.
No, the
top
barnacles
of
just
that.
appeared here. The barnacles just appeared here normally, but it's like, how? Like it's one of the things that doesn't really make sense. The whole military thing. It's like they were squared up, ready to assault Black Mesa.
Maybe there was just some kind of like corporate backstabbing going on in Black Mesa.
Maybe.
Or maybe the soldiers were planning some kind of coup d'état on
US
Black Mesa.
military, though.
That's the exact same thing I just said.
Yeah, they're military. They're U.S. military, which is really weird.
For this game, yeah. Eh,
And I'm just hiding in the
Yeah.
corner and
I
let
think-
the episode end.
I think it's more fun to just use your imagination on why certain things are there and why things aren't.
True.
Instead of
True.
it's and that's just my interpretation as to why there's military in a science facility. If a science facility is that if the experiments in the science facility are that important and resourceful, I guess you would need some kind of artillery, some kind of backup bodyguard thing.
The military got Order 66th.
Yeah, I get
You know,
by you.
That comment would be appropriate if we were recording this on
On
May
Star
4th,
Wars Day.
but we were not. We are
But we're
recording
at-
this one
on
and a
Cinco
half
de
day
Ma-
after. And
We're recording it
saying
on
one and a
Cinco.
half because on my end it's 2 days after, but on their end it's 1 day, so hence 1.5 days. Although technically speaking, it might be more suitable to call it 1.33 days, because they're with 2 and I'm with 1, and that's how numbers work.